My name is Hilary Levy Friedman, and I'm here in my capacity as the president of the Rhode Island chapter of the National Organization for Women. And tonight, what I want to emphasize is that the cost of ignoring women's reproductive freedom is high. I want to be intentional about the impacts of legal abortion on lower-income women and their families, and how Roe, among so many things that it has done, has actually helped decrease intergenerational poverty. So here's what we know. Money issues often drive women to seek an abortion, and during the last recession, abortion rates rose, especially among low-income women, as jobs were lost. Moreover, unintended pregnancies have increasingly become concentrated among lower-income women who experience unintended pregnancies at nearly 5 times the rate of their more affluent peers. So women want control of their bodies, yes, but we also need to be able to plan our futures, organize our own pregnancies, and build families on our own terms. One of the most common reasons that women seek an abortion is that they can't afford to have a baby at that time, or a pregnancy might interfere with a woman's ability to work or complete her education. Numerous studies tell us that contraception, among which abortion is a key component, powers women's educational and labor market success. So in a state like ours, where we're so focused on workforce development, how can we afford not to codify the portions of Roe versus Wade into state law? Even more studies show us that access to safe, legal abortion services increase the likelihood of college graduation for women, lower rates of welfare use, and keep women employed. So in short, any senator who's supportive of equality of economic opportunity must support this legislation codifying Roe versus Wade into our state law. So the Turnaway Study, which is out of California, has remarkable findings when it comes to long-term economic and educational implications of being denied an abortion, or in other words, turned away. Women who needed an abortion but did not have legal access, and this is in recent years, were 3 times as likely to fall into poverty compared to those who had legal access. Now, this obviously has a ripple effect, especially when it comes to children. First of all, economists have found that children born after Roe were significantly more economically advantaged. Especially important here is that they were less likely to fall into poverty, both as children and as adults. On the other hand, according to a study published just last month, February, in the Journal of Pediatrics, existing children of women denied an abortion had statistically significant lower rates of motor skill development, both fine and gross, and expressive language development. So at this time, in light of all this data, it's important to note that there is no actual cost to our state's taxpayers to codify Roe versus Wade. But there are actual costs to not protecting abortion in the present and in the future for individuals and, more importantly, for our society. So the social science research is very clear. When we can plan our families and become parents when we are ready, it protects our financial stability as individual women, that of our families, and especially children, our communities, and our state. So this is the year that we must codify Roe versus Wade in the state of Rhode Island. Thank you.
Thank you. Any questions or comments for this witness?